Hey guys, back again for the next week's recap. And like I said last week, that the week just been was going to be crazy. It lived up to expectation. So for two of my courses, Design Studio 2 and Representation 1, I had to create a model. And then for Design Studio, I also had to do some modeling on the computer as well. So I'll just show those off. This is my representation abstraction model. Again, there's going to be some. I'll just put that in focus. There we go. So it's an abstraction from my other models and the drawings I did. But I've got the paper around here. So we had our plan and elevation drawings like I've shown before, and then we laid some tracing paper over the top and then traced some lines from those that we liked, as you can see there, and then from that we picked points that we liked, and then we abstracted some shapes and made them into a 3D volume, which was quite challenging. It came out really well. I've improved with my cutting skills and then lining up the corners and stuff. I've got some really good points. I don't know if it'll focus properly. This point here, I'm very happy with. A lot of joints going into there, a lot of faces going into there. There's some not so good, like on this triangle, but it's all work in progress and learning. So yeah, my teacher was quite happy with the outcome of that one, and like always I'll put some photos on the blog, the photos that I submitted for that one, which I had a bit of fun with my flashes and a blue backdrop. So they turned out really well, good contrast between the white foam core and the blue fabric that I use as the backdrop. That was all I had to do for that one, and now we're learning how to do perspective drawings in 2-point perspective and isometric, I think it's called, perspective. So that's what's coming up next week, and I should have a few of them done in maybe by next time's vlog, but probably not, since it is quite late this week for uploading this one. Another thing for the Design Studio, obviously I've got my 1:100 model with my surface creation in there. There's that, and then over the last week we had to make a 1:50. So there's the scale for that. A fair bit of cardboard went to this. It's turned out better than the foam core one, which shows some improvement over the semester so far. The Gawler chambers here is probably some of the best work with modelling so far. The roof came out really well, a lot better than on my smaller model. The overall craftsmanship of it was, my process was a lot simpler and a lot more refined. As you can see, when I hold it up like this, the the car park here is a bit rough, and I'll be fixing that up before I submit the final assignment. But again, that's turned out pretty well. We didn't have to include the detail in the smaller model, but yeah, it's getting there. That's part of what we had to do for Design Studio. The other part, I'll upload some images to the blog. So for that, I do have some printouts. Where are we? So we had to create a surface or a form inside the model on the computer. We started off basing it from our previous design. So the chip packet design that I had in there, I created this is just the section for it. I'm not sure if you can see that too well, but I'll upload the photos of that to the blog as well. So I started with that, and it came out with some crazy shapes and making some spaces with surface, and then I liked parts of that were the straight lines and the like the more confined and refined shapes. So then I went ahead and created this. I'm not sure if you can see that too well. Focuses properly. So I created 6, you'll see it on the blog anyway if you look there, 6 different boxes with, I think it was 8 different boxes with different layouts for how they connect to each other, and then laid them in there. But when I got feedback on it, the tutorial teacher wasn't that impressed by it, because it was sort of just, it wasn't anything spontaneous, anything unexpected is the word they were using. It was sort of just, I've got a box, I placed it in there, big deal. So they want something more unexpected and just more of a bit of a learning experience instead of just placing boxes in the site. So we came up with the idea of intersecting them more, so that they create a space through their intersections which will all look different if you rotate them, twist them and distort them in other ways, but still keeping their box form. So I've sort of been brainstorming a design for my actual model, and I've got it drawn here. This one, I'll upload a photo of this as well. So I've got the boxes around up here, and as you can see there's a space with this box here and a space with this box here, and then you get another space that will look different depending on where I cut the box. Then you can have different sides, so they'll all be just a sort of enclosed square but has 2 open ends. And then so this one's obviously going across that way, where the one that's intersecting with is going that way. And then you have some on different angles, and they'll also create a different sort of shape. And the idea is I'm going to have them really confined and then intersecting nicely at the base of the site, and as they move up I'll take them apart a bit more and have them exploding out. So I should get quite a few different shapes as I rotate them and twist them as they go up more, and so it sort of moves through the site vertically, the different forms and whatnot. So hopefully I can pull that off. It's going to be a fair bit of work and a lot of making boxes, so if you stay tuned for that, it's going to be quite a process. I also have a time lapse of me making my 1 scale model, 1 to 50 scale model, sorry. Which I'll be uploading soon as well. It was good fun creating that. It took about a day and a half, I'd say. It took a while to cut out all the shapes, and then just under a day to assemble it all and wait for glue to dry. That's what I've been working on for those 2. And Environment 1, it's been rough to get a start on that because I had a fair bit of work for the other subjects, but the due date is not today, it got pushed back. So that's alright, and we've made a pretty good start on that. We'll be finishing off soon, and when it is finished I will upload my parts for that. It's obviously a group assignment, so I'm not too comfortable uploading other people's work, but I'll definitely put mine on the blog. Yeah, I think that's about all I have to say today. So thanks for tuning in again, and I'll catch you next time.